Welcome to News Video Clip. Today, Iran offered a peace agreement to President Trump to end this war that has been going on for 10 weeks. However, President Trump immediately turned down that offer. Gee, I can't imagine why. Why in the world? Wait a second. Here's the answer. Bloomberg News reports that the president's sons, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, are making millions of dollars by selling drones to the U.S. government during this war with Iran. Bloomberg News reports the U.S. Air Force agreed to buy an undisclosed number of interceptor drones from a company backed by President Trump's sons. This is a West Palm Beach-based company, PowerUs. This deepens the military's ties to defense contractors who are linked to the Trump family as the U.S. war with Iran enters its third month. And it gets worse. The Wall Street Journal reports that Eric Trump is investing in an Israeli drone company that has developed weapons that have been used against Palestinians in Israel's genocidal bombardment of Gaza. Donald Trump Jr. is involved in that deal as well, investing in this company, which is called Xtend. Now, Nathan June is an economic analyst, and he appeared on the I've Had It podcast to explain this a little more in detail, and he does a great job. So let's take a look at this clip.
Look at Trump's own children leading up to his inauguration all the way to the war in Iran. You have his children, Eric and Don Jr., who within weeks after he won the election and after Kamala conceded, invested heavily in a drone manufacturing company. And they became board members. One of them became a board member. Over the course of the next 16 months, you have them continually investing in drone manufacturing companies, sitting on the board, including getting a $500 million government contract, I think, for one of them. They're obviously on the receiving end of this, and when you talk about corruption and people are talking about like, oh, what about Hunter Biden? Hunter Biden, like if you even want to classify him as a consultant,
Right.
getting hired to do a consulting job.
Right.
And I think $3 million he was paid. Now that's a lot of money, but
Right.
when you compare that to the hundreds of millions that his children stand to benefit from this war, because as you know, wars are not fought on the ground. They are fought through drones and missiles.
Mhm.
And right now, you have us producing en masse drones, and you have his sons who are sitting on the board or as investors in each and every one of those. That is skimming the surface of corruption right now. If you just look at all of the dealings in the Middle East that even Jared Kushner has,
Oh, it's terrible.
So we're not looking at things where it's like, oh, this seems kind of sketchy. This is like an idiot can make this connection, which is, it's really interesting that his sons are investing in drone manufacturing. And it's really interesting that we're in this war that just doesn't seem to want to end. And we keep producing drones to keep fighting it.
So excellent analysis there by Nathan. He is spot on. And obviously, there's a good reason for the Trump family if the war in Iran just keeps going on and on and on. Now, I can already hear the Trump stooges out there watching this podcast and screaming, fake news, fake news. Well, you little bastards, I have linked multiple sources to this story right below this video. Go to our link. We have linked multiple sources. You guys are full of bullshit. You cannot accept reality. This is what's going on. And we're so different from the right-wing podcasters like Joe Rogan and Tim Pool and Benny Johnson, who never back up what they claim. They never put links below their videos. They just sit behind a mic and lie and cash their checks. That's what makes us different. All righty. Please like and subscribe. or you can hate us and subscribe, but just subscribe. Alrighty, we'll be back later with more stories.